You have an Amaysim SIM card and you're planning on going overseas to enjoy your holiday. Maybe you're going to Indonesia, New Zealand, wherever you're going, and you're planning or thinking of international roaming with Amaysim. Where can you actually roam? Can you even roam with Amaysim, and how much does it cost? Well, in this video I will tell you everything related to international roaming with Amaysim. So let's just get started, shall we? Hi, it's Otto from Phone Travelers here, and today we will be talking about Amaysim roaming. And just to get the question out of the way, yes, you can roam with Amaysim. You can roam in over 110 destinations all over the world. But do keep in mind that you have to activate international roaming before you actually go out and roam, and it can be done on the Amaysim app or online on the Amaysim website. So roaming is possible in 110 destinations, but we need to know a little bit more about where you can roam, how much it costs, because it could be super expensive, but it could also be super affordable. But we will find out in this video. Officially, Amaysim doesn't use roaming zones, so they just have a list of 110 destinations and then the prices that you have to pay. But based on all these prices, I was able to actually divide the destinations in two different zones, because it's quite easy to see, these prices are all the same, these prices are all the same, so now we have two different groups and I will refer to them as zones. So if you're going to Zone 1 destinations, we will talk about the destinations later, you'll pay the following rates. $1 for receiving and making phone calls, 15 Australian dollar cent for sending a text message, and half a cent per 10 kilobytes, or about 50 Australian dollar cents per megabyte, and receiving SMS is free. And now I will go to the list of Zone 1 destinations. Afghanistan, Albania, Armenia, Austria, Azerbaijan, Bangladesh, Belgium, Cambodia, Canada, the Canary Islands, China, Croatia, Czech Republic, Denmark, East Timor, Estonia, Fiji, Finland, France, French Polynesia, Germany, Greece, Hong Kong, Hungary, India, Indonesia, Ireland, Italy, Japan, Kazakhstan, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Macau, Malaysia, Monaco, Myanmar, Nauru, Nepal, the Netherlands, New Zealand, North Macedonia, Norway, Pakistan, Papua New Guinea, the Philippines, Poland, Portugal, Puerto Rico, the Russian Federation or just Russia, Samoa, Serbia, Singapore, Slovakia, Slovenia, the Solomon Islands, South Korea, Spain, Sri Lanka, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Sweden, Switzerland, Taiwan, Tajikistan, Thailand, Turkey, Ukraine, United Kingdom, United States, US Virgin Islands, Uzbekistan, Vanuatu and Vietnam. Well, that's quite a list, but we also have roaming zone 2, and you pay the following rates when you go to any of these roaming zone 2 destinations. $2 Australian for receiving and making phone calls, 1.50 Australian dollars for sending a text message, receiving one is always free, and you pay $1 Australian dollar cent per 10 kilobytes, or about $1 Australian dollar per megabyte. And the following destinations are in Zone 2: Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Argentina, Aruba, Barbados, Bermuda, Brazil, British Virgin Islands, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, the Cayman Islands, Dominica, Egypt, Ghana, Grenada, Haiti, Israel, Jamaica, Kenya, Lebanon, Mauritius, Mexico, Montserrat, Morocco, Nigeria, Oman, Panama, Peru, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, Turks and Caicos Islands, United Arab Emirates and Uruguay. So those are your Zone 2 destinations, and all the order. So there's one notable exception, and that's Cyprus. Cyprus could be considered Zone 2.5, 3, 4, whatever you want to say, because you can roam in Cyprus, you can make calls and receive calls, but you cannot data roam in Cyprus. But the thing is, receiving calls or making calls will cost you a whopping $4 Australian dollar per minute, which makes it the most expensive roaming zone in the most expensive roaming destination with Amaysim. So be very careful if you plan on roaming in Cyprus, because you will pay the highest rates of all these 110 destinations. And all the ordered destinations can be considered Zone 3 destinations, and you cannot roam in Zone 3 destinations, so you will be better off getting a local SIM card. And you are lucky, because I talk about local SIM cards all the time, but you can watch this playlist or just go to my site phototourist.com, and there are a lot of local SIM card guides out there. And if you sign up for my newsletter, you will get an Excel sheet with the best local SIM cards in over 230 destinations. So per destination, I will tell you which SIM card is the best, how much the SIM card costs, why they are the best, and how much it costs to get a data pack that covers at least 1 gigabyte of data for 7 days. And this gets updated every month, so you get an updated version every month. So sign up for the newsletter, phonetourist.com/newsletter, and get this Excel sheet. In-flight roaming and maritime roaming is not available with Amaysim, but even then, that's super expensive. And if you are interested in learning more about in-flight roaming and maritime roaming, you can watch the videos up there. And if you're wondering if any of the Amaysim plans come with roaming, they do not. Instead, you do get international minutes, so for calling from Australia to these destinations, but you do not get free roaming with any of Amaysym's plans. So now is the question, should you roam with Amaysim? Quick answer is no. And in fact, even Amaysim actively discourages you from roaming. If you go to their roaming page, they even recommend you to get a local SIM card because they know that roaming with Amaysim is super expensive, which is true. For example, if you want to use 1 GB of data in the Zone 1 destination, well, I remember that the data roaming rate would be about 50 cents per megabyte, or multiply that by 1024 and you get a relatively high rate, which is down below. But let's say if you go to a Zone 2 destination, then it's like $1 Australian, well, multiply that by 1024, you get a roaming bill of 1024 Australian dollar for 1 GB of data, which is insane. You can get local SIM cards all over the world for much less, and at least 1 GB of data for much less. There are some super expensive countries out there, especially remote islands, but you will not pay 1000 Australian dollar for 1 GB. That's just outrageous. So roaming with Amaysim should be avoided at all costs. Even if you think, well, I only need a few minutes or only need a few megabytes, in a lot of destinations around the world, you will be better off buying a SIM card, just getting one of the cheaper data packs or combo packs, and you would still save money than, well, spending 10 Australian dollar or 100 Australian dollar for 100 megabytes. So roaming with Amaysim should be avoided at all costs. But if you want to learn more about roaming with Amaysim, just go to my blog, phonetrails.com/Amaysim-roaming, and while you're at the website, check out the roaming guides for other Australian operators. But I also talk about local SIM cards, international SIM cards, mobile hotspots, just everything related to traveling with your phone. Comment down below if you're still planning on roaming with Amaysim or if you're planning on buying a local SIM card. Let me know where you're going, and maybe I can give you some tips on how to save some money when you're abroad. That's it for today, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.